So there was a question about icons and how to make the About Us section with icons. So I'm just going to show you that now. So this is Terry's Tasty Treats. And at the moment, we have just a plain section on Terry's Tasty Treats with a purple background. So if I want to make the icon section, I will add a new section. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the contact. I'm going to use the contact section. So as I said, these are all like Lego blocks, and the name there gives you an idea of what they can be used for, but you're not restricted to that. You can use it for anything that you like. So I'm going to go ahead and use contacts because I like the way there's smaller icons that are lined up in columns. And here I'm going to put in About Us. And here I'm going to put in what we have there for Terry's Tasty Treats. So we're on a mission to bring tasty, healthy, wholesome treats to Ireland. So I'll go ahead and copy that just a second. So I'm going to copy that whole thing and just pop it in there. Okay, and I'll just make the top bit italics. I think I lost that. Okay, so that is, and I might just go ahead and make that a gray so that it separates the sections. Okay, so now I have two icons there, and I want to replace those with my own icons. So if I edit it, and then I replace them, and what I can do is I can either upload my own icons, or I can go into the Strikingly library, which has a number of icons there. Now, if you look on the left-hand side, these show mostly social icons, but they do have other ones there as well. There are flat icons here and Pro Modern icons, and those are available only with the Pro license, okay? But there are a couple of other ones, the delicate icons here, which are available without the Pro license. Okay, so if I go back here, what I had here was I had a cupcake, I had a heart, and I had a delivery van. So if I go back, there is actually no cupcake here. Oh, sorry, let me go back in there. There's no cupcake here. But what I might do is I might just, as a placeholder, I might use this cup of coffee here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead to the next one. Let me see, what do I have is the hearts, and see what we have here. So I'm just using the coffee as a placeholder, and I will replace that with a cupcake in a minute. I'm going to go here, and I'm looking for a heart. And if I go in here, there's a heart here. There's also some, I think there's a couple more icons here, some, yeah, flat circle icons. So I'll go ahead and take the heart out of here. So that's a heart. And then I'm going to go ahead and add one more. So I'll add another icon. And the one that I have here is a delivery van. So I'm going to go ahead and look in the Strikingly library for a delivery van. And I think they have one here. A van, yeah, it's okay. So there's one there. Okay, so if I wanted, I can use icons out of the Strikingly library. Now, to me, I don't really like those for my site for Terry's Tasty Treats. I think they're just a little bit boring. So as I was saying, you can find icons by going over to Google Images. So if I go there now, and I can Google cupcake, icon, and PNG. And if I go there, there's loads of different icons. Now, again, as I said, many of these icons, some of them you can buy for very, very cheap. Some of them are free. But if you wanted, what I typically tend to do is I grab one as a sample so that I can get my my website up. And then I take all of those samples. I might have 3 icons that are part of a set, and I send it over to a designer someplace. And as I said, like doesn't have to be expensive. You can send it over to a place like Fiverr and get them to do 3 icons for you that match. And so by grabbing something this way, so let's just say I'm going to grab this one here. And if I right click it, save as, I'll go ahead and put that in here. Okay, so that's my icon there. If I want to replace that, so there's my coffee, I can go ahead and replace that. And I will upload that icon. Let me just see, here we go. There's that icon. And it will give the designer an idea of the type of style that I am looking for. Okay, now as you can see, some of these icons they're all going to come up a little bit different size. So if that happens, what you want to do is look at the icon and see what size you want it. So this is actually too big for me. I think I am just going to edit this, and I'm going to look for a smaller one. So the current size is 480, which is actually quite big for an icon, but sometimes for resolution, they come across as being bigger. And so that's grand because you can always make it smaller and not lose the quality of the image. So I'm going to go ahead and make that 160. Just because I know that that's a good width for an icon. So, but you can play around with it and see what size you want, and I will save that. So that's 160 for that icon. Now, the other one I have here was a heart. And I can't remember what I actually searched on for that, but I think I said something like love icon hand and then PNG. Actually, I think I put down caring or love icon or something like that, and I clicked around and I found one. But anyways, just to get the same one here, I made the search a little bit differently so that I could come up with the same image. Okay, save image as. But what you want to do is just play around and see if you can find something that you like. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the last one as well, which is delivery icon PNG. And just look around, and here I had grabbed the green one. And again, save image as, and I go ahead and save that. And I can bring those ones in then. So I'll replace this with the hand one, I think. And again, that's big, so I want to resize that. And I'll make that, I think I had 180. Make them all around the same size. Okay, and then on the delivery van, I'll go ahead and replace that as well. And that looks like it could be around the right size, but I'll just double check it just to make sure. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and make that 180. So it's slightly bigger. And save there. Okay, so then if I come back to my some of the text that I had, I'm just going to copy it in just for speed. Underneath here is where you can put the text. So this actually said email on it, email and phone. But I'm going to put in, we make the best of homemade goodies. And under the heart one, I'm going to put down that everything is made with love and local ingredients. And then on the phone, we for 2. Okay, so that is my about section. So I can go ahead and preview that. So now I have 2 about sections. And there is the first one that is purple and just kind of making it very plain, but making the purple blend in with the rest of the site. And here's the one with the icons. Okay, so that's the way you can make an about section with icons. And if you want to search for icons, that's the way you search for the icons as well. I hope that's been useful.